Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Studio here in Lytham, hitting these today. The brand new Mizuno JPX EZ Forged. I've got it in, well I've got the full set actually, but I'm going to hit 7-iron, 4-iron and then pitching wedge to show a bit of a variation between the medium irons, long irons and short irons and how potentially they perform. I'm hitting them on GC2 and I've got some new software today, which is a new upgraded software from GC2, Foresight, which hopefully you enjoy. I think it looks a little bit smarter. Let me know in the comments below. So let's start off by hitting this first 7-iron. My first impression of this golf club, when I look at it from the back view, is it looks very top end. And what I mean by that, it looks incredibly expensive. I don't know the price on it, but it gives the impression that it is a real premium product. And for a manufacturer who is relatively, a household name, this looks like a product that is aimed for the higher budgets, but I don't think it massively is on price. I'm not sure, but it looks incredible. I think it looks very, very polished. The black finish on the head, the fact that the graphics and the design, it looks subtle, it looks, just spot on. Absolutely spot on with the look of this iron from behind. When I dress behind it, so this is the 7-iron, for me, personally it looks too boxy. The head looks a little bit too big and boxy, even though I do like the finish still. So I love the black finish on the toe and the heel and then slightly lighter colouring as it goes up the face where the grooves are. But it looks a little bit too chunky and forgiving. But this is aimed for a mid to high handicapper. And what they've even said as well is it is aimed for a pro that doesn't like to practice. That is me. I do not like to practice. So maybe this is what I should be looking at. The forged head, so it should offer soft feel. What they've injecting system, and Mizuno love to talk about this, the boron, a material that apparently makes the steel stronger. That's how they can manipulate the head and make it feel how it feels. And when I talk to Mizuno fans, they're always, nothing feels like a Mizuno. And let's see if that's the case. So you're going to see some new software pop up on screen. Hope you like it. And let's give this a hit. So 7-iron, 32 degrees, which I would roughly expect to land in the region of 170 to 175 carry distance. It's a lovely feel. That is a lovely feel. Let's see it coming into the green. That's carried too far. It's actually carried, and I hit that lovely, don't get me wrong. You see some of the new graphics. 186 carry. Now, I did hit that lovely. I would say the ball flight for me was incredibly high. 5,500 spin is okay. Well, actually for a 7-iron, it's a little bit low on that. 37 yards in the air is relatively high. It kind of came out low and then just went up. It went up and up and up. Felt lovely off the face, no arguments about that. But that's gone a long way for a 32-degree golf club. A very long way. That is lovely and easy to hit. That feels really nice. This is probably a bit more like the distance it should be carrying, yeah. Maybe that first one was a bit of an adrenaline-pumped golf shot. What's that carried at? Yeah, 177 is still on the top side of how far I hit a 7-iron, but more realistic to how I would hit a 7-iron. Feels-wise, it feels wonderful. For a big chunky head, for it to feel that soft and nice, that's a rarity. Because often when it goes big and chunky, the head, you lose a little bit of the feel. But I still feel like that soft in the face, even though I'm looking down at it, and potentially not feeling like it's going to be when I hit it. I like this. I like this a lot. I think it would just take a slightly better player a while to adapt to the size of the head. But for a higher handicapper, mid to higher handicapper, they would look at that and go, yeah, that's a comforting club head. That's a comforting looking club head that I want to hit. Let's hit one more with the 7. Yeah, lovely and easy. I like that. I do like that a lot. I've slightly pulled that one. I'm not too far offline. That's the green I'm aiming at. I've put the green at 180 away. What's that landed at? Yeah, 179. So it is a fraction longer than what I would have expected it to. I've slightly moved them into the left corner, potentially because of the offset. There was a little bit of offset on there, but they felt absolutely wonderful. They felt really solid. I like that a lot. Let's move on to, in fact, let me show you the numbers of that first. So again, this is the first time I've really got to grasp with this software, so you might just have to bear with me as I look through. So they're the 3 shots I hit with the 7-iron. Carry distance averaged at 181, but that first one was an absolute flyer at 186. The other 2 was probably more realistic to what it should do. They have all turned left. They did go incredibly high at 38 yards in the air, which is decent height for me. The first one was one that just didn't spin. The ones after that spun closer to 7,000 RPM. For a 7-iron, that's about right. Don't know why that came out so hot. But generally, they're pretty good, solid numbers. They're longer than I expected, if I'm dead honest with you. Longer than expected. So, let's move on to 4-iron now. I might just have to put this green a little bit further back. Let's go 215. So this is the 4-iron, which is at 22 degrees. So, strong-ish. 22 degrees for a 4, strongish. Let's give this a whack. Again, now, that look behind the head is a lot more comforting as you get in the longer irons. I like that big chunkiness of the head in the longer club. It's that, like I say, it's just that little bit of security behind the ball. They're mega easy. They feel soft when they're easy. JPX EZ. Easy. I'm just pulling them, and I don't know, like I say, if that's just down to mainly the offset, or whether I'm just generally pulling it. I don't feel like I don't feel like I have been pulling it of late, so I don't like to say whether that's just a little bit of the offset kicking in, helping me not hit the ball to the right. So a few more. That's online. That is online. Or maybe tiny left corner. Very, very nice to hit. They feel very, very nice to hit. That's my conclusion so far, is when I hit it off the face, because I look at it behind the ball and see it as a forgiving iron, I'm not expecting that comforting hit. So when I look at it, I'm looking at it as a big chunky iron, and then when I hit it, it feels much softer than I'm expecting. So, you know, with it being a forged iron, it's a nice balance that. I quite like that. Right, let's hit a couple with the wedge, just so we can see. The wedge is 45 degrees loft. I'm just going to bring this green a little bit closer in. So I'm still getting my head fully around this. I'm going to have to go to about 140 distance away, this software. So when I look down at the wedge at 45, my first impression is far too big for a wedge. That head is far too big and boxy for a pitching wedge. Let's grab the 9 as well. Yeah, for me the 9 as well is too boxy. Too big and boxy. The 8's just about okay. So as I'm going down in the set and I'm looking down now at this pitching wedge, there's no way I could play with that pitching wedge. It looks so big and chunky. I feel like I'm going to hit this 160 yards. 45 degrees. Let's see how it reacts. Let's see how it feels. I'll take it all back. It just, I've not quite carried it. Oh yeah, just about. It's like a surprising hit. Obviously you get used to that feeling, but it's a shock. As soon as I make contact, it's a shock of the feeling. It's like I wasn't expecting that feeling. It's a much softer feel than the club, when you look down at it, would envision you're going to hit. It feels like I'm going to hit a big lump of metal, yet when I hit it, it feels like I'm hitting a big pillow of feathers. Honestly, it does feel lovely and soft. Let's hit a couple more. But when I look down at it, I hate the look of this pitching wedge. It's far too big. In my opinion, these are far too big. I'm loving the left side of the driving range today. And again, that might just be a little bit of the offset kicking in. So, as a whole of the set, as a run through the whole of the set, I think they look unbelievably premium. So I think when you look at these golf clubs on a shelf in a shop, you're going to go, oh wow. You know, I'm not even going to look at the price tag of those because they look super premium. I don't know the price. They look super premium. Looks-wise behind the ball, they're a bit too boxy in my personal opinion. But I do like the finish. I like the black, then the contrast with the face, then the black on the heel. I like that look of the actual golf club behind the ball, apart from it just being big, too chunky and big. But I suppose it's not, they're not really for me, potentially. You know, they're not, that's a lovely shot. They're not really they shouldn't really be for me. These are carrying, I've actually been enjoying hitting them though. 1, 3, 4, what did that spin out of interest? Yeah, 9,500, so 9,700 spin with the wedges there. So, very nice, very nice golf clubs. I think they're going to suit a golfer who wants a little bit of help but doesn't want to sacrifice feel. I think when you're looking at a golf bag in a shop, they're going to look amazing. One thing I forgot to mention before is that front edge of a golf club is just almost a preset grind at the front of the club, which I like as well. I think through the turf interaction, that's going to feel a lot better. Boron, I still can't quite get my head around, but the Mizuno seem to love it. Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. I just think probably for me, I would play them in 4 to 8 iron and then have to get a load of wedges because I just don't think I could play the lower clubs in the set. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you like the new software. I've got loads more videos coming up. I've got the new driver lined up as well, the JPX EZ driver, which I'm looking forward to hit because that's taking a whole different look now of the, well, you'll see it in the review, less blue. Guys, thanks for watching. Do comment down below. Do you think you're going to be trying these? Do you like the new software? Have you subscribed yet? If not, click the big button down here. Like the video and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And that was the Mizuno JPX EZ Forged.